Hey guys, it's Maggie and I'm back today with another video. It's been a crazy few days. Things got hectic pretty much the day after I went to see the surgeon with my wound, and I filmed throughout, but I didn't do any sort of explaining of what was happening. So I'm going to rewind back to Thursday and tell you what happened this weekend. Alright, so on Thursday we had a busy day. I was kind of stressed out because I'm trying to deal with this wound that on and off was having a lot of discharge essentially, but we had to do things. We had to get things done for the barn. And I also at work, so I'm trying to figure out how to schedule everything and get everything done that needed to be done. So we went over to Jersey because we needed to get our lighting stuff figured out ASAP. This week has been crazy because our electrician is in and he is figuring out where everything needs to go, where power needs to go in the barn. So we drove over to Jersey, which was a nice ride into a really beautiful town. Good afternoon, guys. So today is the day after my surgeon appointment, and as you can see, I'm sitting fine. Pain is reduced. We are just about to head out to go look at lighting for the barn, but we'll take you along for bits and pieces of it.
Let us go.
So we are driving along the Delaware River, which you can kind of see out that way, and that's Jersey over there.
Little dam. I think that's one of the little dams. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of hard to see in the trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees. Ooh. Good old PA on our roads.
Actually pretty good quality right now.
Yeah, it's actually not as bad as it normally would be. Perfect timing.
I even think that's open. Yeah, it's foot traffic only.
Oh. Well, we could walk out there.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be kind of cool if it wasn't raining, but...
So, no, we will not be driving over that.
No. It's a cute town.
Beautiful Bucks County bridges.
At least this bridge is a little bit wider, you know?
My goodness, this is like 5 feet wider than Salt.
I know, you're not gonna have to...
People might think I'm joking, but it's actually about that much.
No, I know. The one bridge that we have... Where is that? Fort Washington?
Yeah, that one's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, if there's two SUVs or trucks side by side, you can almost not fit, even if your mirror's in.
Yeah. I think I've only driven that once by myself, and I was, like, freaking out.
We'll just wait here for you. Okay. Bobby, it's grilling season. Alright. That's a nice pie. Yeah, that is nice.
Ooh. Alright, so we are done with the lighting store, which you probably saw a couple of clips from in there. And we're gonna head to the vet because we have to get Nanners her Apoquel. That big commercial that's up now.
I know.
It works for our dog. It's very expensive, but she's such an itchy dog. So we're gonna go get that, and then we're gonna run to CVS so I can get my antibiotic, and then we'll head home.
Bucks County playhouse that kicked in.
Oh, so our construction workers.
The stairs out back, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Can you get into...
Can I get... it's not going to zoom in far enough to see the stairs they did.
I could drive by in front of it if you want.
Should we just break in and we'll...
I'll say we've never been here, so I can just... If I'm able to turn left here, which I think I should be...
That's cool.
Oh, sorry. Forgot about the music.
But it's beautiful.
Darn copyrights.
I'm glad the rain stopped at least so we can see the...
I don't know if I can, though.
Is this the Delaware River?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still the Delaware River.
Did you want me to be a few...
We're in Pennsylvania!
Or wait, we gotta do it another time just for time's sake.
Yeah, because we have some stuff we gotta do. So some of you asked if we live near Peddler's Village. We do. But this is not apparently the nice side of it. But this is Peddler's Village, so yes, we're
it's
only...
It's a little cuter on the other side.
Yeah, we're like, what, 15 minutes from it?
Give or take.
Not far.
And she's back.
Got her drugs. Let's go
right.
get my drugs. So there we figured out how we are going to light up the barn upstairs. We have a lot of beams that we want to accent, and we have chandeliers coming. We have fans that are coming. Lots of pendant lighting, but we needed something that was actually going to illuminate all the like walls and the beams and stuff. So we were looking into track lighting. Actually, I think it's called tech lighting, which will go on different lines in the barn, like above the beams. So you can't really see them, but you'll just see the light coming from them. So we had to figure out what we wanted, and that's why we were at this store in Jersey. And it was such a cool town. They had like a really cool canal going through it, and it was just a fun drive out there. And for those of you who have been asking, I've been getting a lot of questions about the barn, so and our wedding. So yes, we are going through with our wedding in October. It is happening. It's on our property, and you know, our family wants to come. A lot of the people that we did invite are across the country and out of the country, so I don't know if they're going to make it, honestly, which is okay. And you know, we're very fortunate that we own the venue, so later down the line we can get people together later if we need to. But we are getting married. We've been engaged 3.5, almost 4 years. It's time. It's time. We're going ahead with the wedding. And people are also wondering, what are you doing with the barn after your wedding? It is being turned into a wedding venue. So we are actively taking bookings. Some of you may not know that our property is commercial. So we have a hybrid thing, like our mortgage is hybrid. It's like a residential, commercial, something or other. But this was a working dairy farm. Our barn, we actually are thinking the barn is older than what we thought, because we found records of livestock and like agriculture goods from 1850. I think it was 1851. Our house is built in 1854, so kind of interesting. The barn may be older. Usually the house is built first and then the barn. Oh, and that's the other thing. Some of you did comment, you answered my question. So what we have designed into the barn, and I'll provide a little clip here so you can see, that is called a spirit hole. And essentially it was something used back in the day to like protect your barn from bad things like fire and stuff. That's my understanding. That's what our contractor said as well, which I love that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. And it is on both sides of the barn. They just put the spirit hole on our side, like, so I can see our barn because I'm sitting at our house. On this side of the barn there is now the spirit hole as well. Then on Friday we had a friend coming to visit. This friend is somebody who might be living with us for a few months as he figures out his next moves in life. And so he was coming Friday night. I had a lot of work to do throughout the day of Friday. I did a lot of training and stuff, as well as like company stuff that you don't need to hear about. Zach and I also had a vendor call. So we were talking about kind of working with a vendor to offer other services to the couples that we have. So we had that call, then our friend arrived. We were meeting with our contractor when he arrived, so it was like chaos. And 2 more friends surprised us, and so they were staying the night as well. So that was kind of fun. We went out to this place in Quakertown. I'm trying to remember. We don't know what it's called. We've been there a couple times now, but it's like an outdoor bar, I guess. It's supposed to be a restaurant. They opened pretty much when the pandemic hit, maybe a couple weeks before. So that was unfortunate, but now they're at least allowed to do the outdoor seating thing. So we did that and hung out. We got to sit by a fire, which was really nice. And it was along these train tracks. So that was pretty cool. Just like cool scenery in the middle of Quakertown. Then on Saturday, they left probably early afternoon. Sorry, Nanners is like walking across the deck if you hear that. And then Zach's cousin and his girlfriend, who we see a lot because they live like right near us, came over for a bonfire. We had a lot of wood from the barn that was just like old, you know, couldn't really be repurposed. There was no use for it. So we decided to have a bonfire with it, just to clear it out and enjoy a fire. So we did that, and we were playing ladder golf and all this stuff. Zach and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I got more than he did, but we didn't get a whole lot of sleep this weekend, unexpectedly. We just didn't expect to, you know, be doing so much. And so last night we passed out. I mean, I slept till 10:15, which is unusual. I get up pretty early now, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And, you know, I was just like totally just stressed and like just so much that I have to do. So what I do in those cases, my stress reliever is to cut flowers. It's like my favorite thing to do, and make bouquets. So that's what you saw in the beginning of this video, is me this morning relaxing and going to cut some flowers. And our dahlias are starting to bloom. We got our first dahlia. It's so pretty. We got our first yarrow starting to bloom. The Sweet William, or the dianthus, some of you told me is what it's called. Cut some of those, cut some roses. It was just nice to relax and be able to do that. And the crazy thing is, my house is filled to the brim with bouquets as it is, and most of the flowers that I've planted, like my zinnias aren't blooming, my cosmos aren't blooming. I only have one dahlia that bloomed so far, and I have a lot of dahlias out there. I've got like maybe 50 plants. So we are not at peak blooming season yet, and my house is filled. So I'm hoping that means my wedding flowers are good to go. But let me show you what I did with all of those flowers, because I think it's pretty cool, and it's pretty much what I'm going to do for our wedding. This is what I did. So you can see I cut some greenery off of, I don't know what kind of plant, roses, a few different types. I even found clover. That's what this is. The dianthus. I've got these little bowl stands that I made out of stuff from the Dollar Tree. I think it looks pretty good. So that has been our weekend. It's been chaos per usual at our house. Hopefully you enjoyed this like review or rewind of our weekend, because I didn't even have time to explain what we were doing. I was just trying to take little clips throughout. And I think on Wednesday I will have a video talking about how my wound is doing, because it's doing well. So we will talk about that probably Wednesday. If I don't get it up Wednesday, expect it to come soon. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next. Bye!